Hello everybody, welcome to the series on C++. In this series, you are gonna learn C++ from scratch, okay? And we move on to data structures, okay? First, why we wanna learn C++? Because we have a lot of new programming languages and advanced programming languages like Python, JavaScript and Golang. Why we want to still stick with C++? Because we have a lot of reasons. Some of the reasons like it works closely with hardware. So the gaming become so much faster. And also many of the operating systems use C++ as their programming language like Windows XP and Mac OS Mac OS used C++ as their programming language. And another reason is the browsers like Google applications, Mac Safari, they use C++ for programming. Is this the enough reason to learn C++? Yeah. Then we go to install C++. For installing C++, we want to visit Visual Studio Code. We are going to code the entire C++ in Visual Studio Code IDE. I'll put down in the description the link of the Visual Studio Code. When we click this, it will get us to this link, and according to your operating systems, you could download Windows, Linux and Mac OS. I've already downloaded and installed, so I'm not gonna downloading this one. And the second step is we want to install C++ extension for C extension. For that, we want to go to Visual Studio Code, and the installation process is pretty much simple. You just click on the exe.exe file VS Code. It will install seamlessly, and when you open the Visual Studio Code, it will look like this. Okay, we have to install C++ installation. You have to go to here and search for C++. The first link you'll get is the C++ extension. Okay, not this. Yeah, this one. This was made by Microsoft. Make sure you're selecting this one, and I have already installed. Just install and load this window. You'll have this extension. For running C++, you want an IDE and also a compiler. For the compiler, we are going to download the MinGW a 64-bit version. I'll put this also in the description. Okay, when we go to this link, it will take us to the SourceForge link. I've already downloaded and installed. You just need to download. Yeah, my download has been started. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty much a small file. It have completed the download. I already have one. Yeah. Okay, this is also an executable file. You just want to double click on this. It's bit loading. Okay, next. And here you want to select the architecture. I'm using 64-bit version of Microsoft Windows 10. So I'm going to select this one. And threads, this is postfix, leave it as it is. And exception, make sure to select SEH. And next, as I already said, I have already installed this. So I'm going to cancel it. Yeah. Okay. We have successfully installed MinGW, and we want to add path variable to the C++. For that, go to environment variables, edit environment variables, and environment variables select, and then here you have path. Okay. I'll show my path variable. I've already added the path for MinGW here. Okay, I'm not gonna add. If you're new installing this, you need to add this path from the bin in the folder we have downloaded. Okay. Okay, the installation has been completed, and okay, yeah, finished. The next thing, we are gonna open a folder. We don't have folder. I'll create one here. New folder. I'll name it as C++. Okay. And in Visual Studio Code, I'm gonna open this folder. Open folder. And desktop C++. Okay, I'm gonna select this folder. Okay, we have our environment for C++ ready. I'm gonna have a new file. Okay, let me create. If you click here, you'll get, you want to name it. I'm gonna name it basic.cpp. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna tell the architecture of the C++. First, you will write a C++ program and save this in the format something, your program name .cpp. Okay, when this program is completed, you first want to compile this program and then you have to run. For compilation, I'll tell the process afterwards. And now when you compile, you'll get a .out file in the in Windows. In Windows, in other Unix operating systems like Mac, you'll get only the program name as this file. And when you click or when you run this file, you'll get your output. This is the architecture of this C++ program. You have to end the program with the extension CPP. It's for C++. And I want to hide this, so I click here. Okay, the first line of the program should be #include. #include IOStream. The IOStream indicates we have to include a stream for input and output. Okay, and the second would be using namespace std. I'm adding this namespace std to avoid the code like std scope resolution operator. It makes our code simple. And the next line, int main. Okay, this is our program body. I'm not going to write anything inside. I just want to return an 0 to the compiler. Okay, finished. And this we have one simple function, that is main function. It does not have any parameters, and it should return an integer value, and 0 is an integer, so we return it to the compiler. This main function, when we run it, it was called by the compiler and we return 0 to the compiler. If we return 0, then it indicates we have no error. If it is a non-zero value, it should indicate it encoded some of the errors. Okay, then I'm gonna write some input and output for my function. For that, I name two variables, a and b. Okay, and I'm gonna get this values a and b from the compiler. For getting input, we use cin b. Okay, now the compiler, and now the C++ will get me get two values from the user, and I'm gonna add these two values and provide output to the user. Okay, for giving output, we use cout. The endl statement is for going to the next line. It is a manipulator. And what it does is it flushes the output, and it puts the cursor in the new line. Okay, this is our first program, and we are going to test our first program. Go to the terminal, new terminal. You'll get this. I've already said if we want to run C++, first we want to compile and then we have to run. For compiling, first we want to write the compiler name. We have installed G++, so we are getting G++, and the program name. The program name is first.cpp. When I hit enter, the program gets compiled. It have no errors. If we have any errors like missing semicolons, it will throw us some errors. And you could see here in the files, it automatically generated a.exe file, executable file. The compiler compiled and stored it in an executable file, and it is a.out. And when you click A, it expects some two outputs. It expects two inputs from us. So I'm gonna give 1 and 2. 1 space 2. Two inputs. If I hit enter, the two input gets accepted and it performs this expression, adding A and B, and adding this we have 3. Okay, our simple program got over. And I want to tell you something. If we have some set of input in a text file, how to do it? Okay, I'll create a text file, input.txt, and this program expects two values, so I'm gonna give two values like 2 4. Okay, let me save this. Okay, we have saved this. What I'm gonna do here is, I've already compiled, so no issues. A, and then inputs from input. Okay, if I click oh sorry, I should have used input.txt. I've again missed. Okay, now it takes the input from this input file, and another way is, now we are getting a.exe one time. If I have many programs, now I have only one program, first.cpp. If I have lot of programs, all my executable file will be stored in a.exe. What I want to do to avoid this? For that, you again want to compile this program and give this shortcut. I want to save it in first name. So the name your executable file will be stored is first, and my program name is first.cpp. When I do this, see here we have first.exe. Okay, if I type first, okay, then I want to get inputs from input file. Okay, and again I want to store this input, like it will throw 6 as our output. I want to save it in another file, input.txt. I want to save it in output.exe file. Okay, when I hit enter, okay, my program is executed. What it does is, the executable file is first, and it want to take input from the input.txt file, and it want to save the output generated in the output.exe file. Okay, let's see, go to the output.exe. Yeah, we have got, don't show, yeah, we have got oh sorry, here I've made a mistake. I should have written txt file. Okay, now it's perfect. Okay, yeah. 6. Okay, what is in my 2 and 4, and adding 2 and 4 we have 6. This is the basic input and output operations, and some of the basic informations about C in the C++. In the upcoming videos we are gonna deep dive into the C++. Okay, thank you.